The next crypto hack may not start with a smart contract bug. It may start with a job interview. A developer applies to your Web3 team. The resume looks good. The GitHub looks real. The interview goes fine. Then they get access to your code base, your internal tools, your deployment process, maybe even parts of your admin system. And months later, your protocol gets drained. This sounds extreme, but in Web3, it is becoming one of the most uncomfortable security risks. For years, crypto security was mostly discussed through one lens: code, smart contract audits, bridge vulnerabilities, Oracle manipulation, private key leaks. But the new risk is not only technical, it is operational. In Web3, a developer is not just writing code. They may touch GitHub repos, deployment scripts, bots, servers, dashboards, multi-sig workflows, trading systems, and internal documentation. So if the wrong person enters the organization, the attack does not begin at the contract level. It begins inside the team. That is why hiring is now part of the attack's surface. This is not just theory. An Ethereum Foundation-funded program reported that the Ketman project identified around 100 DPRK IT workers operating inside Web3 organizations and contacted around 53 projects. The scary part is not that these people can write code. The scary part is what code access can lead to. Internal tools, private repositories, credentials, infrastructure, deployment permissions, operational knowledge, and Web3 is especially vulnerable because the industry is global, remote, fast-moving, and often built on trust before process. In a normal company, a fake employee is a compliance problem. In crypto, a fake employee can become a treasury problem, and now AI makes this problem much worse. According to Wired, a North Korea-linked hacking group used AI tools to build fake company websites, generate malicious code, create phishing material, and impersonate recruiters targeting crypto and Web3 developers. This is the real shift. AI does not only make elite hackers stronger, it makes mediocre attackers scalable. They can write better English, build more convincing websites, generate fake companies, improve malicious code, create more believable coding tests. So the attack no longer looks like a suspicious email from a random stranger. It can look like a normal job opportunity, a normal GitHub repo, or a normal technical interview. The Drift protocol hack shows why this matters. Chainalysis reported that on April 1st, 2026, Drift protocol was drained of around $285 million after attackers gained privileged control. Preliminary indicators suggested possible DPRK links, but formal attribution was still pending. The important point is not only who did it. The important point is how dangerous valid permissions can become. When attackers get the right access, they may not need a classic smart contract bug. They can use real permissions to create fake collateral, manipulate internal assumptions, move assets, and trigger damage across connected protocols. The terrifying part is this: valid permissions can still create invalid outcomes. This is why Web3 security needs a new mental model. Old crypto security was audit the code. New crypto security is audit the code, audit the people, audit the permissions, audit the operational flow, and audit the address behavior. Because the next attack may not come from a visible contract exploit. It may come from a fake developer, a compromised laptop, a malicious coding test, a social engineering campaign, a rushed multi-sig process, or an admin permission that should never have existed in the first place. In crypto, trust is not a feature. Permission design is. This is also how I think about products like HALA. The goal should not be to ask users to blindly trust a platform, a trader, a team, or a wallet address. The goal is to reduce trust assumptions. Non-custodial execution, permission minimization. Transparent risk signals. Address behavior analysis. The point is not to blindly copy whales. The point is to understand behavior before trusting execution. Because in this market, the question is not only who made money. The question is also, what permissions do they have, what risks are hidden, and what happens if something goes wrong? So here is the uncomfortable question. Are Web3 teams spending too much time auditing code and not enough time auditing people, permissions, and operations? And would you trust a fully remote crypto team with admin keys? Drop your take in the comments.